I wanted to keep it real today because I have been speaking to amazing women, but this coaching world is buzzing with so many promises of overnight success and six-figure incomes overnight and your life of freedom and being somewhere on a beach and all this shiznick. Okay, but I want to cut through all of that noise and start to really just unvarnish the truth of building a coaching business and what it takes. It's not gonna be about following a cookie cutter blueprint, being on some mimicking of others and trying to do what all these big gurus are doing, so you're gonna do it too, and all of this great stuff. Like it has to start changing. Okay, this industry has got to start changing. Like I started back in 2002 when it was called leadership, and we would just lead women, right? And as a Christian leader for women, I led women just to know who they are, break free from like these belief systems using biblical principles, right? And as I've grown and really have loved my craft and what I'm getting into and how I love to help others, it has really shown me the garbage that is out there because now that I'm speaking to a lot more women, I mean, I realize that they're burnt out and tired and broke and all of these stuff is happening and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for them. I have been speaking to women that have been in programs that I was going to join. And I decided not to because God is good to me and God has pulled me back from it. And I did. I was upset when he first pulled me out of it. But now I realize why. They're coming to me now to coach them because they're like, Nina, I am burnt out. I am tired. I am less money than I did when I started. And I feel like I grew a little bit, but not as much as I said. So my question always is, why? What did you not do, or what what part of it maybe can you take ownership for, right? Is it the coaching program, is it you? And the conversations I've had have been so eye-opening because one of the women that I was talking to was telling me that she had told this big guru what she was going through emotionally as she was trying to build out this business and working full time and all of this kind of stuff, and they told her to stop being a crybaby about it and just do it. But people have emotions, y'all. People have feelings and stuff that they go through. Okay. And we can't just be dismissing people because we think, oh, let's just blame them, make them feel worse, and then take, 35 grand for the gift of doing it. Like, what? So it has been quite an eye opener for me to be speaking to people and realizing that they are getting stuck, that they are following this, whatever, these gurus and these status quos and stuff, and they are coming out more burnt than they were when they went in. There is no cookie cutter blueprint. All right. Now, is there a blueprint to help you get to where you want to go? Yes, but it cannot be the same for everybody. So I want you to really start thinking about who you are and embracing your unique journey, leveraging your God given talents. What is it that God gifted you with? And staying resilient in the face of challenges because you're going to have them. And for somebody to tell you to suck it up, buttercup, and just keep it moving, it's not the right strategy. Because we also need to be able to talk to someone, to take it off our chest, to be able to be in a community where you can share that and not be shamed. Okay. So I just wanted to we're going to start today. We're going to just go ahead and get into it. Okay. I'm going to just get into it with you. And before we start getting into it, I do want to tell you, for all of you here who are thinking about writing a book, want to write a book, you want to know what to use or how to leverage AI to write your book. I spoke to the founder of Magic Bookifier. His name is Victor, and he loved what I was doing. He loves my community. He loves how I pour into people. So he said, "Can I support you in that?" And he is giving all of you a lifetime deal. It is crazy. Okay. I have the link scrolling right there on the bottom. It is straighttalk.bookifier. It's BOOKIFIER.ai. This thing will help you write your book or get the stuff out of your mind into a book, because it even has like a writing coach in it where it asks you questions and tries to pull out of you answers so they can write your book. It does ebooks. It does all of this. It is such a great tool. I use it a lot. Right. So I'm so grateful for him supporting the community. And again, it is straighttalk.bookifier. Bookifier, okay? BOOKIFIER.ai for those of you who are listening to me on podcast. So let's get into it because everybody's journey is going to be really distinct. And what you need is support in that, what it is you're trying to create and leverage in the world, and how to actually do that the right way so that it's one step at a time, one moment at a time, so that when you build it, it's solid. Okay. Not, oh, in the next 30 days, you're going to make $150 million. Like okay, Nina, calm down. All right. Listen. Number one thing I want you to do is start embracing your unique path. Who are you? What is it that you want to bring to the world? Every coach is distinct. We all have a different way of doing things. I'm a straight shooter, but I love joy. I like to be happy. I love to bring in good things. I am a Christian leader. I love leading people into their greatness, especially when it comes with God in the middle, the center, the everything, right? So what works for one person might not work for you. Okay. It might not. Instead of getting discouraged by what other people's success stories are or how they're amazing, okay, and you're not, it's bullcrap. None of that is true. The truth is that what you do, what you put into is what you're going to get out of it. So instead of getting discouraged by other people and what they're doing, what they're showing you on their Instagram and on their ads and all that crap, focus on your own path. All right? Your experiences, your strengths, your passions, those are the foundation to your coaching practice. Okay. This is a journey, y'all. Okay. It is not like a complete destination, it is a journey. All right. And it is something that God has laid out for you. If it's on your heart, it's on your mind, it's something that you want to build, it is something that God has laid on your heart. Well, then step up into it. Okay. But embrace your own unique path. Find someone who will support you in that unique path and not tell you, nope, nope, you got to do it this way or it'll fail, right? The truth is that they carve their way. What the hell? You can't carve yours? Don't get me started. Anyway, number two is to set realistic expectations. When people are telling you that they can make you rich in 30 days, run for the hills. Okay. Because building a successful coaching business is going to take you time. It's going to take you effort. It's going to take patience. Okay. It's going to take strategies and systems and dealing with all the inner shit that comes up. Okay. It is not an overnight endeavor. Believe me. I know. Okay. Recognize that challenges are going to arise. There's going to be stuff that's going to push you further than you ever thought. Okay. But with faith and perseverance and knowledge and showing up for you, you can overcome all of that. So remember, even the most successful coaches out here have faced obstacles along the way. They may not want to talk about it. They may not want to expose it. They may not want to tell you that they've been crying in the shower. But the truth of the matter is it is true. We have all faced obstacles and still face obstacles that are starting or hurting us in one way or another that we have to overcome and find someone to help us through it. Okay. So please don't beat yourself up. If you are somebody who's going through and you're like, I don't know where to start, what to do, I feel confused, I'm stuck, that's normal. You just need to find someone that can help you see your greatness and pull out of that. Okay. Great. 3, start leveraging what you've learned. Start leveraging everything you've learned, especially in corporate, out in the world, working. All of those things are really usable for what it is you want to transition into as a corporate, out of your corporate role or out of your work role into your coaching business. Okay. Your skills, the things that you've honed, the things that you have worked at, customer service and leadership, communication, strategic thinking, working with others, conflict resolution, all that kind of stuff, that's invaluable. That is invaluable to your coaching. Listen, I'm a chef. I do mise en place. Mise en place is getting everything in its place, right? When I first started getting into coaching, 2002 is I started getting into coaching and started getting into leadership. And then I went and became a chef, right? I was a chef for almost 2 decades, right? And in that, I led teams, big teams for big, big events, right? VIP, big events. Okay, great. But what I realized is I can bring that and leverage that in my coaching business. I realized you cannot have one piece of something without having the piece of another if you want to have a great dish. It's the same thing with coaching. You have got to know that you have skills in you that are to be honed for what it is you're trying to create. Do not discount your past experiences. I know somebody else's their experiences are so amazing because they were rocket scientists. If that's not what you're doing, rocket science, don't worry about it. Okay? Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Don't discount what you have. Don't discount what you have learned, your past experiences. Instead, integrate them, bring them into your coaching practice. All right. I want you to start offering this into your practice to really bring a rich and diverse perspective into what it is you're teaching others. Okay. So please don't throw everything that you've learned out there. Oh, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do coaching, so I don't need to know that anymore. No, bring it in. You already have the skill sets. You already have the knowledge. You already have what you need. Okay. What's that? Oh, as I'm talking to you guys, somebody's trying to have me promote their podcast. That's so funny. Okay, so leverage your corporate skills. All right, leverage the skills that you've learned. I don't care if you worked at Chick-fil-A. Okay, you learned something at Chick-fil-A: cleaning, putting things in order, organizing, customer service, all of that kind of stuff, speed in when people order. You have learned some skills. Okay, you need to translate those skills into what it is you want to teach others. Okay, sometimes it's just strategy on how to actually do it, but you can do it. All right. Number 4 is to build authentic relationships. Now, forget the hard sell. All right, forget on having to go out there. You got to make everybody, convince everybody they got to work with you, blah, blah, blah. Focus on building genuine connection with people. People are sick and tired of these major superstar gurus trying to tell you what to do. People are tired of it, okay? People are drawn to authenticity. They want to know who you are. They want you to share your story. They want you to listen to their story, okay? And start fostering real relationships built on trust, okay? And that mutual respect that other people want. They want respect from you. They want you to respect them. They're freaking adults, y'all. Unless you're coaching children, you're coaching adults. They want to be respected and treated like adults. They want to be respected like the pros that they are. Okay? You don't need to know everything. And they know that because they're adults. Okay, but what you do need is to approach this with respect and mutual understanding. Okay, so the approach not only attracts the people that you want to work with, the clients that you want to work with, but it also creates this supportive community around your coaching practice that makes people who come in feel safe. That's one of the things I always hear about my community. Damn, we feel safe here. You know why? Because my community is small. I keep it really small on purpose because I want to make sure that everybody there is meant to be there. Not everybody who hops on calls with me makes it into my program. That's on purpose. Okay. And it's not because they're not great people, but if they're not a good fit, I can't have them in. So my program stays small and it stays very laser focused on what it is we are trying to create. All right. So remember, that is huge. Build authentic relationships and stop trying to sell everybody. Nobody's interested until you are interesting to them. Okay. They can care less. They want to know if you're real because come on, y'all. How many fake people have been coming? I mean, there's so much exposing going on right now. If you're somebody who watches YouTube and you're seeing all of this exposure for this guru, exposure for that guru, exposure for this influencer, it's crazy out there. And it's just because people are just buying into the narratives instead of really seeking for themselves who they are and what they want to align with. Okay. One of the biggest blessings, I guess, and also not is social media because we're seeing other people live lives that we think we want to live and we think we have to want to live that, and that's not true. Right? I had a woman who came to me. She was my client. We were building her coaching business. She was a multiple 6-figure corporate leader. And she said, "Nina, all I want to do is stay home. I don't even want to go into the effing office anymore." Okay, how do we do that? How do we work that out for you? Right? So we did. We worked it out. We got our coaching business together. Off she went, left her corporate job, is doing her business. That's what I'm talking about. She doesn't, I mean, I haven't spoken to her in like maybe 2 years. Maybe she is multiple six at this point. Right. But the whole point is that you have to remember that don't worry about what other people are doing out there. Really just concern yourself with what you want to do in the world. Okay. The coaching industry, ever evolving, ever evolving. Okay. So when you're getting into this, don't think it's one and done. You have got to invest in continuous learning. You got to invest in coaching. You have got to invest in strategies. Okay. And I'm not telling you to go through every strategy. Please don't do that. Find out what it is you really want to do and then start attending workshops that align with what you want to do. Read industry literature of what it is you want to do, seek membership, get a coach on what it is you want to create. All right. Because you want to continue to grow, not only enhance your skills, but also demonstrate to your clients that you're dedicated to providing the best support that they can have. Okay. When I first started this, I started as a Christian leader for women. Fine. I did that for many years. Then I transitioned into neuro-linguistic programming master coaching, right? So then I started doing that. And then I realized people were coming to me, were like, well, how do you start a coaching business? What do you do with that? And how do I do this? And what strategy do I use? And how do I put this together? So now it's become what it is today, right? Which is from concept to launch. It's the wisdom method. It's using everything to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, and to help you with the systems that need to be put in place in order for you to grow. Right? But had I just not listened to me and to people I'll hear that are asking me questions, and to really say, Nina, what is it that you know? What is it that you don't know? Right? Then I wouldn't have continued growing. So continuous growth is really you proving to the people who are trying to come into your ecosystem that you are there to provide them the best support possible and that you're not all about yourself. Okay? All right. Number 6 is to establish a strong personal brand. I can't say this enough. Your brand is a reflection of who you are and what you stand for. Now, if you're out here acting a fool with a thong and bumping up and down just because you think that's what's going to get your next client, just be prepared for the clients that you are going to get, okay? Because it's probably not going to be aligned with what it is you want to do. Just saying. All right. So ensure that it aligns with your values. If it's not aligning with your values, it doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I work with professional women. I work with women who like to have some fun, but also know when it's time to grind. Okay. They know that that their mindset is getting in their way and that they have too much hangs up and they want to get through it. They want to have some wisdom and turn that into wealth. Okay. So remember, your brand is your promise to your clients. So however you show up in the world, this is what's going to attract the people you want to attract. Consistency in your messaging, the way that you have visuals, the way that you are intentional with your clients. How do you interact with them? How do you build credibility and trust? How do you do that? I am very much a straight shooter. This is why I get the high performing women that I get, because they're straight shooters too. Okay. And so we really love on each other and motivate each other and uplift each other, and we utilize our skills. Consistency is key. I know people are like, oh, consistency, but consistency is what's going to help you become better, because you have to start doing the thing that you're trying to do. So start establishing a strong personal brand. Stop acting, stop putting stuff out there that is not aligned with what you're trying to do in the world. I had to stop that too, because during the political debacle, right? All this political stuff out here in the world. It was separating a lot of people. It was making people angry, all that kind of stuff. But I had my own opinions about all of it. And I started to post. I lost a couple friends, by the way. And I realized that, what am I doing? I'm not a political commentator. Why am I putting I can watch that on the side if I want to, but why am I putting it on my brand? So I deleted them, right? Because your brand is a reflection of who you are. And honestly, I love women. I don't give a hoot who you voted for, what you do, what you don't. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is who you are as a human being, who you are when you show up, what's your integrity, how, what do you have to offer the world? All that's what I care about. Okay. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a this or that. I don't give a shit. That doesn't matter to me. All right. But when I realized what I was doing, I had to pull myself back. All right. So ensure that what you do aligns with your values and it resonates with your target audience. Because unless I'm going to get into politics, why am I putting that on my social media? They don't need to know that. I don't need to do it. All right. Consistency in your messaging, visuals, your client interaction. This is what's going to build credibility and trust. Remember, your brand is your promise. It's your promise, y'all. I know you might not like it, but please don't start being misaligned. Don't start putting something out there in the world that does not align with who you really are, because that's just being phony. All right. All right. Number 7 is to develop a sustainable business model. Did you hear me? Okay. How do we do that? It's essential to have a clear plan. You have got to have a clear plan on how your coaching business will operate and generate income. How is it going to do that? How are you going to actually build this machine out, right? Consider various revenue streams as you go one-on-one coaching. Is it going to be group coaching? Is it going to be workshops? Is it going to be online courses? Is it going to be digital marketing? Like, what is it going to be? Ensure your pricing reflects your value, okay? Because you provide a lot of value. And you have to make sure that you are pricing it. There's not a shortage of money. There's not a shortage of money. In fact, why don't y'all talk to somebody? I think the IP address that showed up on my computer and wiped out my bank accounts and took over my emails. They said it's from somewhere in India, right? So there's no shortage of money because they got mine. Okay. So ensure that you are really changing your mindset when it comes to that. Consider various revenue streams, such as one-on-one. Do I want to do one-on-one? I think it's a good place to start. Do you want to do group coaching? Also very good. It has its benefits, pros and cons. Workshops are great. Online courses are great. Webinars are great. Summits are great. All of that's great. Just pick a lane for right now and go with it. Okay. And ensure that your pricing is going to reflect that it reflects the value of the work that you provide and the sustainable long-term for growth. Okay. You have to try something for a while before it starts working. So don't just give up on yourself. Start. Just start, do something. Okay. If you really want to do this, do it. If you want to talk to me about it, I love strategizing. Talk to me. Okay. Number 8 is staying resilient. For me, it's also being faith focused because challenges are inevitable, but your faith and your resilience will carry you through. There's so many times I'm in the shower crying because there's things I want to do and the way I want to do them, and I feel sometimes overwhelmed. And when you're faced with these setbacks, like what just happened to me, you have to lean into your support system. Revisit your why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to do this? Look what just happened, right? And trust in God's plan for you. Remember, perseverance and faith are the key. These are what's going to drive your success. Okay, stop giving up every time the wind blows. You got to get up tomorrow anyway, especially if God gave you another day. So if you got to get up, why not do the best you can? Why not stay resilient? Why not stay focused? Right? Because life is going by so fast, y'all. I can't even believe today is Friday. Like, where did my week go? That's crazy. Okay. This is why I started doing the wisdom framework, because I wanted to really empower the journey of the women that were coming into my ecosystem. I didn't want them to just have, okay, let's just do mindset work. Okay, bye. I wanted to do something more than that. And throughout the years, I developed what I call the wisdom framework, right? W, for instance, is for wisdom. It's from your experiences, leveraging all of your past experiences, your skill sets, your knowledge, your know-how, God-given talents, all of that, leveraging all of that to create a unique, high-value coaching offer, right? Recognizing that your story, your struggles, your skills, this is what makes the perfect coach for someone else who is looking for you right now. People are looking for you right now. Right now. And the longer you're waiting, the more that they don't have anybody to connect with. Okay. Then for I, it's inner healing, overcoming all of the stuff that stops you, all of the imposter syndrome and the fears and the emotional roadblocks that keep holding you back, shifting that mindset from who am I to do this to I am called to do this. Because a lot of us just stay stuck in the, oh, can I do this? And nobody's listening. And is anybody watching? And da da da, and all the stuff that we go through. But here's the thing, overcoming imposter syndrome, fear, emotional blocks, all of that is something you will probably be doing forever because it's an ongoing process. You are going to learn something and stop. Then you're going to learn something and stop. And you're going to learn something, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's progress. If you can go from one way to another, you are going to start learning new skills and new things, and inner healing will come. And before you know it, you are shifting your mindset and you know that you can do this shit because you did it, right? Which takes us to S, which is strategic planning. I want to help you create a clear, structured plan for where you're going with your coaching business. No more, how should I do? Well, I don't know. What do you think about? Should I don't, what are you doing? Why are you taking so long? You need to just focus on one thing, focus on one niche, focus on one offer right now, focus on one platform for faster growth. Just focus, focus, focus. Okay. Because you think that if you add more, it's going to be amazing. I actually took a picture this morning. I'll post it later. I took a picture because I wanted, I did a latte this morning on my machine. And I wanted goat milk. I love goat milk, right? So I put goat milk into the steamer, and then I'm like, oh, a little bit more because I love goat milk. I put a little bit more. It spilled all over the machine. And it immediately made me smile and say, Nina, this is exactly what happens when you think you have to add one more thing. Like you have to add one more thing. You had it perfect, and there you go, adding one more thing. And it spilled all over the place, served no one. So you need somebody to help you strategize. It could be me, it could be someone else, but get somebody to strategize with you, okay? Because you just need to focus, all right? Because D is next, right? And wisdom. D is next, which is drive and determination, y'all. I know, right? Nobody wants to hear that. Nope, Nina's supposed to be magic. Listen, stay consistent in showing up for your business. Stay consistent in showing up for you. All right. Because even when it feels hard, even when it feels like crap, even when it feels like it's not moving forward, all of the stuff, all the things, right? I want you to start to build on non negotiables in your business that keep you moving forward. You refuse to stop. You refuse to let it go. You refuse to not do this right, right? Build up those non negotiables. Super important. This is drive and determination. You not quitting every time it gets hard. Listen, it gets hard, y'all. Whoo, these last 2 weeks have been so hard. But I got to show up because I made a non-negotiable that I will not show up for my business. I am going to show up for the women that trust me, for the women who are showing up every week. I'm going to show up too. Yep. Yes, amen. Yes, and amen. Right? So make sure you have drive, that you have determination, and that you're not going to cower it out every time something gets hard. Okay? Because you got this. You just need somebody sometimes to just help you see how great you are. All right. O. O is for opportunities for growth, discovering all the hidden opportunities to monetize your skills beyond the one-on-one coaching. Expand into, like, maybe you should have a landing page, a digital product, a speaking engagement, collaborations, joining groups, starting a group, not a group, a community, right? Or you can start a group too, but a community, something that's going to help you see opportunities for growth. Okay, Nina, I have this great program. What should I do? Well, do you have a landing page? No. Okay, let's get that landing page up and going. Let's get your nurturing sequences done. Let's make sure you nurture the emails that you already have. I don't care if it's one email, nurture it to death. Okay? Because you need to nurture your people. Now, expanding doesn't mean that you have to start 25 different programs. Please don't do that. This is exactly why coaches stay stuck and don't know what they're doing. Every time I speak to a new coach and she's like, oh, I have this and I have that. And then I do this and then I do that and have this. And I'm like, okay, I don't know I don't know what you do. Well, I do this, and this. Okay, but I don't know what you do. I don't understand. It's like me with the overflow of the spilled milk, right? You really need to think about how exactly it is that you see an opportunity for growth so that you can add it into your ecosystem, to your business, without overexerting everything you're trying to do and then feeling burnt out at the end. Okay? This is why having a coach or somebody near you is going to really help you kind of streamline that. Okay? And then M, of course, is for marketing and meaningful connections, building that authentic relationship, building something that naturally leads to clients and collaborations. This is why I have a collaboration with a team, and that team does all the marketing, automation, frameworks, all of that stuff to get your VSL out there and going. Okay. Because it's important. It's important for you to say things the right way, show up the right way, have the systems, nurture them the right way. This is gold. All right. A lot of people don't tell you that. They just tell you, oh, you want to be a mindset coach? Go be one. How do you collect your people? How do you talk to them? How do you sequence them? How do you nurture them? What do you do? You have to have systems. Okay. So meaningful connections and marketing is super important, right? Because you can use your story and who you are to really start attracting who it is you want to work with, right? I've been in corporate for a long time. I've led teams, all good and fun. And those are the people I love to work with because they are go-getters, right? They're just people who already know that they want to show up for themselves and for others. So if you're ready to embark on this transformative journey and turn your wisdom into wealth, I might be the coach for you. I might not, but I invite you to explore. I invite you to explore what this program can do for you, what it can do. If you're a purpose-driven woman, this is probably your calling, your knock on the door. Dot dot dot. Hello, hello. It's time. It's really time. So you can do two things with all this information I gave you. One, you can start implementing these things in your business and just do it on your own and go ahead and drive some changes in your business. Or your other option is you hop on a call with me and we strategize together to see how this can work for you and shift the way you see things in life. Remember, success isn't about following somebody else's blueprint. It's about forging your own path with faith, with resilience, with authenticity, with what it is you want to do in the world, with some great systems to help you build it. Okay. Now you've got this. I'm here cheering you on every freaking step of the way. I love you guys. So don't forget that I have the Magic Book of Fire deal for you. It's a lifetime deal and it's not expensive at all. And you're going to be able to write amazing books on there. It is all right. You just have to go click on that link and try it because you are going to be amazed. Okay. It is Magic Book of Fire. Or no, it's straight talk dot magicbookofire.ai. Do not miss the opportunity to get this lifetime deal, especially since Victor was so kind to put it out here for you guys. Okay. I was like, wow, that's so generous. Thank you so much. And if you guys are interested in seeing how it works, I can show you that as well. But I wanted to let you know, especially for those of you who are out here trying to create an ebook or trying to write your book and you just don't know where to start or where to begin, this can actually take your idea and turn it into an entire book, and then you can go out there and sell it. All right. All right. This is Neena Perez. I love you so much. If you want to get in contact with me, go to info at Neena, Neena Perez.com and email me and say, hey, Neen, can we hop on a call? More than glad to do it. All right. But I want to make sure that all of you understand that it is time for you to shift. 2024 is done, y'all. We are in 2025. It is time to shift, and it cannot look like 2024. All right. All right. Love you guys. Until next time.